good morning. Welcome to my new channel, and we are learning about superposition theorem and some theorems. Let's start. Superposition theorem. The superposition theorem extends the use of Ohm's law to circuit the multiple sources. We know that Ohm's law is directly proportional to the current and voltage, like that this theorem also, and we are learning about this definition. The current through or voltage across an element in a linear bilateral network equal to the algebraic sum of currents voltage produced independently by each source. The superposition theorem is helpful determining the voltage across an element or current through a band when the circuit contains multiple number of voltage or current sources. This is definition meaning of the superposition theorem. And next we are learning about some conditions. In order to apply the superposition on a network, certain condition must be done. We have to apply this condition when we are doing the theorem, using the theorem to find a network. First condition is to be all the components must be linear. For example, the current is proportional to the voltage or resistors, flux linkage is proportional to the currents in conductor, etc. All the components must be bilateral, meaning that current is the same amount of opposition polarities of the source voltage. Next, some parts: active and passive poise. Passive means components may be used. These components are such as resistor, capacitors, inductors, like amplifying or rectifying semiconductor devices. And next, active components may not used be. Active components include transistors, semiconductor diodes, and iron tubes. Such components are never bilateral and seldom linear. Next, we are learning about procedure of applying superposition theorem. We have to know the procedure to do superposition theorem. First is voltage circuit contain only independent sources. We are seeing only independent source can support that circuit. Consider only one source to be active time. Only one source can be time in active. Remove all the ideal voltage source by short circuit, all other ideal sources by open circuit. Voltage sources is replaced by circuits. We can see the diagram in right. The left side of the page diagram is short circuit replaced. This side is current source replaced by open circuit. And procedure for applying. Next one is for simple circuit to understand this theorem. And if there is practical sources, replaces resistance, combined source and internal resistance as shown in a figure. We can see in the source, and R1, R2, 3, 4 R1 resistors connected into the parallel, and ideal voltage source, open source, ideal current source as shown in the figure. And finally, this is not an applicable. This is an example. I will give in description this PDF. You can check it out. Let's go. Okay, I will explain one example. Sorry guys, some disturbance. Let's start again. Procedure for applying same, that's all. Also circuit containing independent, as I told in previous slide, circuit only contained independent and dependent source. Consider one source at a time. This also I told in previous slide. Okay, some conditions: remove all the ideal independent voltage sources by short circuit and all other independent circuit open circuit. But neither short circuit or not even circuit dependent source, leave the intact and they are. Procedure example 1. We can see a resistor and two voltage sources. We have to find current flowing through R. You have to find current through resistor from source 1 to source 2, and short circuiting the source 2 for finding current 1. We have know that formula to find current is I is equal to V divided by 1. V divided by R. Here we have to V1 source, so I1 is equal to V1 divided by R. And finally answer will substitute to this formula. You can see that. And that's all today for superposition theorem. We will back on next video with another topic. Okay, thank you.